Fragile and Englishman in New York, Moon over Bourbon Street, I feel they have asked for symphonic treatment ever since they were made. Why now?
That's nice of you to say that. You know, I had never thought about this. It's not something that I planned as a pop musician. And yet, as you say, some of the songs really lend themselves to this orchestral approach. You know, I think there's enough harmonic movement in the songs already to warrant a symphony orchestra playing them. If there wasn't, then it wouldn't be worth it. But you know, occasionally I've stolen wholesale from classical music anyway, so in a way it's easy to put back in an orchestra. A song like Russians I stole from Prokofiev, well, borrowed it. So in a sense it's not that difficult to translate from pop into orchestral music.
What do you feel is the challenge? You have a lot of colors, you have the wind, the strings and everything. Do you have favorite colors that you want to utilize?
Well, when you play with a small rock band, you have three colors, three primary colors: blue, green and red. With a symphony orchestra you have the entire color of the rainbow, everything, and the mixtures of all the instruments. So it's a learning process for me, and learning how an orchestra works, and we're right in the middle of that learning process. I'm helped by a great conductor. I have some fantastic arrangers and a great orchestra. So I'm the student here.
Can you share something you learned recently?
Nothing specific. You know, what I'm encouraged to do and inspired to do is write music that is specifically designed for this kind of treatment, an orchestra. I'd never done that before. I never thought about it before. So this is the first part of the experiment.
This is the start of a European tour, and having 50 people in a large orchestra. What should your audience look for? What should they sort out in this?
Well, I mean, this show is very different to any show I've done before. There are 50 people on stage. And it's something unusual in the sense that most times when a pop musician uses strings, the string players just play long, boring notes, and it's not very inspiring. I've asked the arrangers to make sure that the orchestra are challenged. They have to play really fast and with a great deal of energy and commitment, and that they're not just taking a holiday. So this is a challenge for me, it's a challenge for the orchestra, and a bit of a challenge for the audience. It's not something that is easy to assimilate.
I read in an interview before this project that you were kind of searching a missing link between the steady rock beat and, let's say, the more breathing pulse of an orchestra.
They count time in a different way. It's much more flexible the way they count time, whereas in rock musician and pop musicians we are very into strict tempo. You know? So there's a compromise there between that need to have a pulse and also have this very human, organic tempo.